Gulf Coast Weather Solutions is sponsored by. Thank you for making Gulf Coast Weather Solutions one of your go-to sources for weather around the clock. From heavy downpours and severe storms to winter weather and the tropics, we've got you covered with accurate, reliable forecasts you can trust.
Next week is starting to look a little bit more stormy.
But look what's moving into the state of Texas.
Gulf Coast Weather Solutions.
Good evening, Southeast Texas and Southwest Louisiana. I'm meteorologist Lucas Bostrick. We're looking at our TAMCO live Doppler radar, and we can see that we have some showers and storms, mainly off to our east, but there are some storms beginning to move down south-southwest into Vernon Parish near Leesville this afternoon, and also some showers in Acadia Parish at this time, just northwest of Lafayette and just kind of northeast of the Jennings area. But otherwise, it's pretty quiet out there. Nothing going on in Southeast Texas at this time, and we continue to expect to see that for the most part going through the remainder of the evening. Now, if we look at our visible satellite and radar at a regional level, we can see that there are some clouds out there, but most of the real tall and big clouds are out to our east, where there was a decent shower and storm that developed over southwestern Mississippi and moved southeast more towards New Orleans, and it's still a little bit going on over there, but we can see the big bubble of storms that blew up in that region. And then we have these two other areas of showers and storms in Louisiana out further to the west. Now, as far as our current temperatures go, right now it's very hot out there again, where it's 108 right now in Dallas, 109 in Wichita Falls, 106 in Waco and Abilene, and 104 even in Lufkin as Shreveport, very hot. But we can see that the ridge is really dominating over Texas at this time, because further northeast it's only 94 in Little Rock, 88 in Memphis, 84 in Nashville, and even right around Starkville or so is where you start to see those mid to upper 90s reappear. So definitely getting closer to the edge of the ridge, and we're going to talk about some weather pattern changes that we can expect going into next week. Current local temperatures running at 98 in Beaumont, 98 also in Houston, 102 in Conroe, 103 in Jasper, 104 in Hemp Hill, St. Augustine, and Lufkin, and 97 in Lake Charles, 101 in Oakdale and DeRidder. Very hot out there at this time. It should just drop down to 99 in DeRidder, but still very hot. Even along the coast where it's 92, Sabine Pass, 90 in Holly Beach. And as far as our heat index values go, it is very hot out there with the heat index, although not extreme when you consider what the air temperature is. It's actually relatively dry, but those heat index values still over 105, close to 110, so we do have those heat advisories in effect right now. And 24-hour temperature change running about the same as yesterday for the most part. A few areas running a little bit warmer, but running close to the same for most of the region. Now, tropical chances, there are some tropical chances out there with the medium chances of development, but way out into the Atlantic and likely not going to impact the Gulf at all. And then the Eastern Pacific continues to be very busy due to the ongoing El Nino. And speaking of which, we will be seeing some changes coming up. For us, though, in our local pattern, we can see the upper level flow for tomorrow supports high pressure dominating just kind of to the west of Dallas. And it's really stretched across all the way over into Mississippi for the most part. So we will not expect to see too much in the way of showers for tomorrow. But watch what happens as we get towards the end of this upcoming week. The ridge backs way off to the west, and we see it centered now more over Arizona versus over Texas, allowing northerly flow to kick in. The edge of the ridge is now more towards about Abilene or so, giving us a decent chance of showers and storms, and we should be seeing definitely higher rain chances than we have, along with cooler temperatures due to the pattern change. So some great news there. Now, if we talk about our future cast coming up for tomorrow, we can expect those showers and storms potentially to make it down to Lake Charles later this evening. We'll see if that happens, but they'll be dying off as the sun goes down, sponsored by Switch Electric. And as we get into the morning hours, nothing really going on. Early morning hours, still quiet out there. As we get into the late morning hours, we might see some showers beginning to develop to the east of Alexandria, and they will spread southwest over time. Early afternoon, a few possible showers out there in the Lake Charles region. And as we go into the evening hours, we see a big area of storms beginning to push down from the southwest. We'll have to watch that. They definitely could reach Lafayette tomorrow evening. It's looking pretty likely, so we'll keep an eye on that. Those storms will be pushing further southwest after that, as well, as long as there's some lingering daytime heating remaining for those thunderstorms. We'll have to definitely keep an eye on. But for lows tonight, sponsored by Sales Before We Can Get You One, we're looking at mid to upper 70s primarily to near 80 degrees for our lows. Mid 80s along the coast and a few lower 80s possible, but very warm out there. Highs tomorrow, again hot. Not really expecting anything for Southeast Texas, but definitely could see some showers and storms possible for Southwest Louisiana. Probably about a 30% or even 40% chance for rain for Lafayette and New Iberia in particular. Just is looking like y'all will have a little bit better storms to work with as the evening progresses. Some great news though on our 7-day outlook is if you're tired of this heat, well, it's still going to be hot, but those high temperatures are looking to drop rather considerably starting Thursday. We see our high drops to 96, 92 for the high possibly on Friday, and then lower 90s over the weekend. A massive change compared to where we've been having low 100s for highs. Definitely a welcome change, and also more clouds and southeast winds, which will help with the temperature as well. Southwest Louisiana, same thing, except even cooler for you and even better chances of rain. Looking like 30% Tuesday, 40% Wednesday, 60% Thursday and Friday. And look at those highs, 91, 90, normal high 93. Could be having slightly cooler than average temperatures going into the weekend. Definitely a pleasant change. Make sure that you have the Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app downloaded on your phone. It's available for iOS, Google Play, gives you the latest weather updates for free, including lightning alerts, which are very helpful, especially when we have any chance of storms. You know how fast the lightning can start popping. So great thing to download. Also check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GulfCoastWX and our Facebook page, facebook.com/Gulf Coast Weather Solutions for our additional updates. All right, everyone, have a good evening and check out Johnny's forecast in the morning.